Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel. If you're new, hi, hello. This is Cam. I am, but you can call me Cam. If you haven't already noticed by the title, we are going to talk about a few things, and I just want to talk about those few things while I'm trying to find a style for my hair. I usually like to leave it down because I don't really go anywhere. But yeah, now if you see me looking down, I'm looking at my notepad so I know what I'm talking about. So let's get into it. Let's talk about it. Let's spread awareness. So the first thing is, what is it? What is MS? What do I have? Sometimes this brings me to like tears when I think about it and what I'm currently going through now, but it's a process. So yeah. Okay, so MS, it is a chronic disease of the central nervous system. MS is unpredictable. Some people may only be mildly affected. That's how I was in the beginning. Others may lose the ability to see clearly. Yes, that happened to me. Lose the ability to speak. I hate that part. We can get back to that later. Right, I didn't lose that ability, or walk, and that is currently what I'm experiencing right now. So again, we'll get to that part. I want to finish up the definition. Early symptoms can include vision problems, trouble walking, and having tingly feelings. So let's talk about it. So let's talk about my earlier experiences. I feel like I didn't have MS until elementary school, but I didn't know. So every day I knew something was going to happen, right? When I said some people may experience things mildly, this wasn't mild yet. I feel like this was when my lesions were growing. So MS, you have lesions in your brain. Okay, so I would literally go to school and I would know that I would have a headache early in the day because I see a blotch, right? So like if I'm looking at you, and like people, I'm looking at you right here, this is like, I can't see, it's like static, like a little statically dot, and I would literally have that every day. I don't know how long I had it, I can't remember, but it was like it was a lot. Like I would be in the nurse's office a lot, and I just hated it. Like I would be missing school. Not that I cared. Okay, let's get that straight. But yeah, so I'd be in the nursing's office. The headache would get so bad that like I'm in the classroom crying. Like I remember specifically, we had a substitute teacher, and like she literally had to stop the class because I'm bawling. Like the headaches was so like rough. Like I don't understand, and mind you, I don't think it was like a very serious thing yet. Not really talked about. This was like 2007. I was like in 6th grade. 2008, something like that. So yeah, she would stop the class and she'd be like, what's wrong, blah blah blah, and I go to the nurse. There are some times where it would be so bad that I'm throwing up. Other times, you know, I'm gonna get down to the gritty. Like, it would be so bad that, like, I used the bathroom by myself. Like, I wasn't able to control things, you know. And I don't think it was my parents' fault. They just probably just thought it was just regular headaches. But how can you know when you're not educated on most diseases? So those headaches finally stopped, right? They stopped. I'm living my life, you know, blah blah blah. Comes 2021, my vision is completely gone in one eye. Okay, so in one eye, I wake up and it's gone. Like, my vision is gone, bruh. Like, I'm like, okay. So that lasted like 2 weeks, maybe one, and then that went away, and then it went to my other eye. That lasted maybe like 2 weeks, whatever. So I go to the doctors finally, because that was, I guess, enough indication that, you know, let's go to the hospital now. Again, I'm not blaming my parents. My dad is definitely the biggest support I've had. You know, why is my hair so hard to manage? Like, I feel like when I got dreads, like, my edges are like not there. But anyways, I go to the doctor and he subscribes me some medicine. I'm a person that does not like medicine. Okay, this is basically the most major medicine that I've been on in my entire life. Okay. This wasn't until, this is kind of off track, not really, but this wasn't until I met my husband's mother. It was this video, it's on Netflix, it's like What the Health, it's called What the Health. And it showed, it was talking about like the segment of MS, and it was like a lot of people develop MS because they were always eating cheese. Mind you, I love cheese. I love cheese. I still do, but I eat certain ones because I'm lactose intolerant as well. So they were talking about that segment, and MS is directly linked to cheese. If you don't know, go look at it. But I'm not going to talk too much because you already know what happens to people that talk about things too much. Okay, so yes, let's go back to the doctor. I go to the doctor. I don't want to say his name, even though I want to, because I don't know, people, I feel like you need to really educate yourself and do your research before going to the doctor, because I wish I never went. He, you know, told me to get on this medicine called Gilenya, and I don't know how many certain dosages each medicine that he can subscribe to you, but he subscribed Gilenya dosage 0.5. So mind you, keep that in mind, okay? So I was on that medicine for a year until I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna do this anymore, because the medicine was literally making me sick. Okay, it was giving me more attacks being on the medicine than being not on the medicine. It's just like, I don't get it, you know. So I haven't been on my medicine for maybe 2 years now, because I was diagnosed in 2021 and I probably took myself off 2022, so 2 years. that I've been not on that Gilenia. It's just like, it's like feeding poison. Like, it's putting poison in your body. Medicine is technically synthetic things. Medicine is herbs. Like, they derive that synthetic stuff from herbs. So I was getting more into being holistic and going the holistic route, and I am on a herbal medicine that I get from Amazon, and it works really good. Like, you know, don't be afraid to try a new approach, but an approach that works for you, of course. So I've been doing that. I want to show you the medicine though. Let's show you the medicine. Ooh, see, that's another symptom. I have no balance. Okay, so this is the medicine. I had ordered another one. This one is 18. The one that I ordered is like 90 herbs, vitamins, or 220. I can't remember. But it should be coming pretty soon. So yes, the good things about it is I try not to worry about it. I try not to make it like a big deal, because I really haven't been facing any symptoms since I took myself off the medicine. Like, I took myself off the medicine, and I didn't start taking this until I was with like somebody, don't really want to talk about it, just like a past person. Their mom has, like, I think she's diagnosed with lupus, something like that. It's another neurological disease. So she told me about this medicine, and I was like, oh my god, you know what, I love this. But she only knew about that because she's actually going to a holistic doctor. Those are the doctors that it's super hard to find, but that's okay. It's okay when you do your own research. Point, period, blank. So fast forward to when I met my husband. We have been together for almost a year now, married. Okay, and it's been going great. I love him so much. He helped me with so much stuff, and he's in the military, the Army. So when I was with him, you know, I had to go through a lot of appointments, making sure that I am up to date with a lot of things. He had took me to get my teeth done, teeth white. Had to go to another neurologist. So that's when I found out that my head, I have like a deformity in my head, and that's crazy. Never knew about it, but of course you're not gonna know about it. So like the back of your head, my head, it's like, you know, it has like a hump. Mine is like straight up, like my head is shaped like a light bulb. Yeah, so also that's when I found out that my previous neurologist set me up to have a wrong dosage of that medicine. That's probably what's causing a whole bunch of more attacks. And like, I would literally be leaving work, like I felt like I was having those headaches from when I was in middle school, and I'm like, I'm not with that. So that's why I took myself off. Like, I'm not doing that. So mind you, I feel like sometimes when you're going to the doctor, please make sure you watch what you say, because I kind of delayed me and my husband's move, because I'm in Germany right now. That's going to be in another video. I kind of delayed our, you know, PCSing, because I just thought it's okay to be, you know, honest. So I was like, I took myself off the medicine, blah blah blah, and then, girl, boy, let me tell you the look that she gave me. She was like, But whatever. So I'm just like, yeah, I'm like, the medicine was making me more sick. Like, why do I want to be on something that makes me more sick? And she was just looking at me dumbfounded. Whatever. But that was for my gynecologist, because like they're at every doctor you go to, they're like, what medicine are you currently on, blah 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 blah. So I was going to my neurologist, and he's like, yep, you have about like 7 lesions, 8, I don't know, because like every time you get an MRI, they don't really give you a copy of the MRI unless you request it, of course. They gave me a spinal tap, you know, just the regular stuff. If you know, you know. And then I found out that like in my liver, like I have a cyst, but it's benign. Like, you know, just things that you can't really, you know about until you actually go to the doctor. So me and my husband, we had moved to an apartment, and everything was going fine again until I started experiencing more symptoms. These were light, and when I said in the beginning, you may experience tingling, right? So I like to sit crisscross. Okay. I was sitting crisscross, and I would get up to use the bathroom, and when I'm on the toilet, my leg catches the hugest Charlie horse. Like, my toes are like, and I have to do this. Like, I'm not with that. I ain't doing that. Like, you're not about to curl up on me. So come to find out, you know, it goes away, and then maybe this month, because that was in October, December of 2023. We are in January 2024 right now. So I was fine. We had moved to army lodging right now because we have to wait to get our housing. So I'm walking fine, but I noticed that I'm walking a little slower, because every time I'm walking with my husband or his family, or I don't know, his dad, they're like, why are you walking so slow? I'm like, oh my god, like, get off my back, like, for real. So it's been only a week, okay? So I now have what is called scarcity. It's a very like a tongue twister word. So I have scarcity in my ankle. So when I walk, my foot points. Like, I have to fight it to have it regular. So if I'm walking slow, it's like against the floor. But it's getting better though. Like, this is going to be in another video to where I want to show you exercises, how to, you know, kind of reverse it, but not really reverse it. It's not curable, they say. But yeah, so those will be in next videos on how to do that. So I have scarcity in my ankle, and you know, every day I'm trying to do exercises to reverse it. You know, it's a learning process. I try not to think about it too much, but like, be positive, because then again, I start thinking about how I was younger and how I could have caught this even earlier. But you know, you can't go back. If I'm not thinking about it too much, I can walk a little normally. When it actually started, it's not as bad as it actually started, okay? So as we are coming to a close, I want to shout out to my dad, of course. He was the one that told me about the scarcity. Like, he knows more than me. Like, I don't know, I just feel like I can't get into knowing that I have this. Like, it's just, I don't want to know. I don't know. I just don't want to be bothered with it. I just feel like I'm already over it. Like, I wish this never happened to me. Like, why did this happen to me? Like, why me? But I was describing my symptoms. He was like, I think you have this, and it was literally spot on. Like, I'm like, wow, I need to be more diligent in like my disease. But I don't know. I feel like I'm just still in denial because I'm not really experiencing too much things. I did forget to point out that there is different types of MS. I think I have hold on, let me look it up. Okay, so there are 4 different types of multiple sclerosis: the clinically isolated syndrome, relapsing remitting multiple sclerosis, secondary progressive multiple sclerosis, and primary progressive multiple sclerosis. I feel like I am a relapsing remitted multiple sclerosis because it'll come and go. Like, it acts up when it wants to. It says this is the most common disease course, shows clearly defined attacks of new or increasing neurologic symptoms. These attacks are also called relapses and exacerbations. They are followed by periods of partial or complete recovery or remission. In remissions, all symptoms may disappear, or some symptoms may continue and become permanent. However, during those periods, the disease does not seem to progress. RRMS can be further characterized as either active with relapses and or evidence of new MRI activity over a specific period of time, or not active, as well as worsening, a confirmed increase in disability following a relapse, or not worsening. So I have relapsing. That sounds exactly what I have right now. Oy, oy, oy. It is what it is. Like, you have to just learn to accept it, and I'm learning to accept it. So what I am doing currently is to actually take myself seriously and exercise. Like, I shouldn't have to, have something so bad happen in my life to actually change my life. But hey, I'm only 25 and I am not going to be on a cane. Okay? I'm not. That's what I tell myself every day. I have to tell myself every day, you're not going to be on a cane. Exercise. Since you caught it while you did, you can manage it. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. So yes, like I said, I'm going to post some MS. Why can't I get this? I'm going to post some MS exercises, and we can go through this journey together. I would like for fellow MS people to comment down below and tell me, what you've experienced and how you're dealing with it right now. I also want to point out that you can get help and support if you're not getting it already. You could go to nationalmssociety.org, and it could be super helpful for you. See, I don't like this. I wasted all this time. The scarf is just like, you're not getting on, whatever. So I'm just gonna go to my regular hairstyle. Okay, I wasted all that time trying to put this darn scarf on, and it didn't want to come on. I just feel like it was too big or whatever. I don't know. But yes, people, if you want to know more in depth of my story, also comment below. I don't know what I missed, but if you have any questions, of course, comment down below. And this is just the style I should have did in the beginning. Whatever. We had a great talk, okay? I don't know if you noticed, but if I'm reading, that was one symptom, of course. You're reading a little bit more slowly. And when I'm talking, it's just like, are you having a stroke? No, like, this is not my fault. This is my brain trying to figure out what the heck I'm gonna say. Like, all that's in here takes forever to come out in there. All right, but hey, it is what it is. You learn to live through it. Please do your research if you want to go through a holistic route. But if you want to, you know, stick with medicines, also do your research. Make sure your neurologist isn't just prescribing you things. Sorry, not subscribing. It all matters. All right, but thank you for tuning in and listening to my story while I do my hair for like 25 minutes. Being indecisive, see. But all right, love you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.